I had really good takes. Damn, bro. You guys, all right, see, this is one of those days I'm going to be vulnerable. So it's day 28. My video was going really, really well. I was interrupted, and it's okay. It's all right. We continue. And next time I'm just going to continue to shoot before I was interrupted, but um it's all good, man. Today has been so funny. It's starting off so funny. So in the other clips I've done of this is probably like my third or fourth take trying to get things set up right. And I just decided I'm going to shoot in my little office area instead. And just, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to shoot in my office area instead of trying to shoot anywhere else because there was like street noise, neighbors, and everything. But the example I used of that is how your awareness or distortion tries to disrupt things. That's how your 3D try to impact the thing you're creating, the now, creating the past, the present, and future all at the same time, all in the now, because only now exists. I was also going on to talk about how these three amazing women, businesswomen too, are messaging me in my life. One of them being my girlfriend, who's currently mad at me. And I was saying, do you see how this reality is pulling me over there? And I have another amazing businesswoman who I texted her about how I feel like I'm being pushed in a direction. And she said, no, you're being guided. Your new reality is forming, and it's asking you, are you up to the plate to basically cross this bridge? That's the reference she used about crossing bridges. And she said, but you're also the one creating the bridge. Is that bridge a beautiful bridge, or is it like the Golden State Bridge, or is it a rickety bridge? And then the last woman was asking me after this business call that we're about to have on Zoom at 11 a.m. Um, oh, will I still be available, after to talk after the call since the call has been pushed? And I use this as an example to explain how your awareness and your consciousness is always being pulled into different dimensions, because with each one of these individuals, I'm experiencing a different reality. And at points in time, they all converge. But at the same time, you have an individual, each one of these things are individual pieces of your own consciousness. And I was explaining this for creating your reality and how it works and why you need to stay present and why it's be still and know that I am God, and why it's all about being present to the now and taking and being able to control what you can now and day after day and taking it day by day, because the future is not unyet created and the past doesn't exist anymore. There's only the now. The past, present, and future are all being created right now. Even when you're watching this video, you're watching it for you in your present moment. But me, I've already passed. Get it? So I made three videos before that I actually really liked, and I gave the example of what it looks like in real time and how I did it. And I used the example of if I wanted to move to like Washington State with, either Seattle, Tacoma, or just the beautiful landscapes over there. I gave an example of how I would go throughout my day to day and live it. So, you know what? I'm going to do that again for you guys right now, and I'm not going to be interrupted. This is going to be a fire video, so let's get it done. So, that's also why the thumbnail is done in a different place. But the noise and stuff, it was just like, I need this video to transmute or transmit, not transmute, transmute you, yeah. Or well, that's funny. I'm transmuting the energy of the environment into this being powerful. Like, it's not, this video will not be interrupted. But I also need this to transmit properly to y'all because we're on day 28. And this just basically proves that you can do it too. You can stay strong for 28 days, even with distractions, things popping up. Doesn't matter. Remember who you are and what your end is. Now we get to the example I use. But right before we get to the example, let's just affirm for you guys. Every day, God supplies all my needs. I am one of God's champion. I am powerful and whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Are you struggling with bills and wealth? Money always comes to me. I always have more than enough. I never have to worry about bills. Money always just comes out of nowhere. I get paid to exist. Funny enough, during this whole journey, I was saying one of the affirmations, I get paid to exist, and literally a lawsuit that I don't even remember being a part of got settled for like an app I guess I use. And I got, like, even though it was just $9, funny enough, numerology symbol for completion, I got $9 just deposited into my account. And all I was saying around that time was I get paid to exist. So I'm saying all that to just say all these affirmations at work, it's all happening at the same time, no matter how little or big that you perceive a manifestation is, because all of it is the same to God. Everything under God is God's creation. So from the smallest caterpillar, there's massive importance to the biggest skyscraper. there's still that massive importance. It's all the same. And you learn that through your perception. So, anyways, I just want to say you're a whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You are a beast. You have all the knowledge in the world to do everything you need to do, every single thing, effort, effortlessly. Just love yourself. You are love incarnate. You are wealth incarnate. You are rich. You are abundant. You have the best community in the world. You're always meeting the best people. Shit, you only watch the best content. You're watching me because I'm some high tier content in my own reality. You might not perceive it, you may, who knows, but you only watch content that uplifts you. So I'm uplifted. That's how you're here. I'm uplifting you. That's why you're on this frequency right now. But yeah, man, you are energy. Remember that. Energy does not lie. Energy does not lie. Energy does not lie. I'm telling you, the last few days when I was doing this, I went to there's a video on in this series where I showed being at the park. Oh, just making sure this is good. This is charged up, but I wanted to take it off because y'all really need to hear this part. I literally was almost in a car accident the other day, but I wasn't. I'm not physically aware of what it was, but in my present, it almost happened. And I'm telling you, it almost happened because of energy. Because the person I was with let their mind drift for like 2 seconds because they were in their head. And this car just pulled out of nowhere. And I was like, it's funny because of energy. And I had to kind of take over the situation, and then I had to get in the driver's seat and drive. So it was my energy directly impacted, and I didn't leave my energy having any leaks, having any open doors, right? But still, look at how I'm opening up the video with y'all. High energy. I'm not even aware that happened. That was just something that happened. To me, I was still who I was through the event that was happening. And that's what you guys need to get. No matter what is happening in your 3D, it can literally shift overnight if you start telling yourself these things and just start claiming how reality is going to go. I always tell myself I encounter the best drivers. I never get into serious accidents. I never have to worry. And look at still didn't. Could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't because I don't perceive that. And even when bad things happen, I perceive them all for working out in my favor. I feel like that car accident worked out in my favor to maybe explain something that I'm explaining here. Maybe it happened so I can tell you guys what to stay strong in. And I was just neutral because it's happened multiple times in my life now. Funny enough, every time a car accident happens or I'm see one or I'm a part of it, I'm never in danger, never damaged, and it's always a sign letting me know that energy is off right now, like a car crash. Energy is hitting a wall or something, and that was a near miss. So it was almost like my energy was saying something was a near miss. Something is going awry. So I pay attention to it because I know the outside reality is only reflecting the internal. So anyways, with that said, master the internal. The internal is the real world. In here is the real world. This is all an after effect. This is the real world. These bills and things that pop up, I know it feels real because of the five senses, but remember, you're a child of God. You are God. I said ye are gods. Keep your consciousness clear. Keep it present. Stay strong. Stay whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Because it's only you experiencing that. Not trying to get validation from anyone else. I don't need validation for someone to tell me about I'm perfect. I feel perfect. And the funny thing with the saying is no one's perfect is it's true. No one's perfect. We all have our path. We all stumble and make mistakes. That's not what saying any of this is. What this is saying is claiming who you truly are, which is the I am, you're one with source. So you are a perfect, imperfect creation. Anyways, that's neither here nor there right now, but I just want to say you got to get that self concept to the highest it can be, and that will literally manifest everything for you. I'm seeing it, and things just won't get taken away because you're on a wave. You get the right community, you get the right people, you get the right opportunities, and you are taken care of. Because look at me, I decided to make a jump. I was not ready to leave my household in a physical sense. People probably would have called me stupid if they heard my story. Well, no, they would have been like, yeah, you need to get out of that environment. But I'm not having any money to safely move. No, they would have been like, what are you doing? Just try to stick it out. No, I had to leave and I had to trust. And now I'm surrendering to this whole game and how it works. And I'm telling myself every day, I'm the most powerful. God supplies my needs every day. I'm taken care of. I get the best opportunities in the world. I'm great. I'm greatness incarnate. I'm a visionary. Everything I speak and say comes true. Money opportunities, I get paid to exist. I'm here. I'm loving. I get the best communities around me. All of it because it will start to rewire your brain. And they say Atomic Habits say it says it only takes 21 days. Well, my challenge proved that it didn't take 21 days. I think everyone varies. Like, let's be honest, it's nuanced because everyone is different. Some people might need to go 70 days to get a new habit reprogrammed, but I guess scientifically, the brain, if stimulated within that 21-day time frame, will probably rewire your brain. Scientifically, it's probably on point. But what I'm saying is, for the nuance of how different people are different, some people might slip up. It might take others longer. I don't think it's a set 21 days, but everyone's consciousness is different. Everything works differently for everyone, but there is a foundation to this. That's why it's like, be still. Some of you may not need to be still, but need to go all in, like the consciousness overdrive, and you'll find the stillness within going all in. Because your mind will shut up after you start telling it, this is how we're going to think. Your mind is going to be like, whoa, your ego is like, oh, I'm not ready. But then it gets on board because now my mind is saying nothing but these extreme thoughts I've been having, which before my mind was just calm and blank, and it usually is when it's not saying it. But now there's rarely any negative voice that pops up trying to doubt the things I'm creating. And when it does, I just know what it is. It's the old awareness. But I'm the new awareness. So this is just you trying to come back and grab me, old Solithic, old Rel. Solithic shift's really about you guys, so I'm not even going to claim it's my name. The Solithic shift is the thing that you're going through watching this channel. So remember, you are the shift. You're not waiting for it. You are Solithic. I love you guys. Remember, you are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You are greatness incarnate. You are me. You've got this energy in you. Just awaken it. I'm out of here. Much love. And yeah, dude. Live in your end. Live in your end. All right, I'm done.